Did you know that more people now get their news online than from any other source? MaineWebNews.com covers the current events forming the trends of tomorrow. Experience the future of Maine news today at MaineWebNews.com.
The FBI continues to pile up the bad press. 2 weeks ago, we learned that Ernest Withers, a man who was the photographer for Martin Luther King and who was given intimate knowledge about the legendary civil rights leader, including his daily schedule, was a paid FBI informant. Many would call that a snitch, or a Benedict Arnold, or even a Judas Iscariot. And as if that wasn't bad enough, last week the FBI raided the homes of some peaceful protesters. Many are saying that this is nothing more than an attempt to criminalize dissent. Didn't Thomas Jefferson reportedly say that dissent is patriotic, a fundamental American ideal? So now the FBI is finding itself the target of protest groups who are upset with what they're seeing as more and more outrageous behavior from our public servants. One such protest took place in Portland this week in front of the FBI headquarters at 100 Middle Street.
We're standing here today because the FBI's are going into homes of leaders of different nonprofit organizations in Chicago and Minnesota and other states, merely because they represent the opposition to what the government feels we as United States citizens should believe and be supporting. They go under the guise that anyone that doesn't believe in what they believe in must be either a terrorist or embedding or harboring or helping terrorists. Now, this is, among other things, against all of our rights. And what they're doing is they're coming into the homes and they're taking their computers, they're taking their files. And so we want to be out here making people aware of this. A lot of people don't even know that this is going on. We're all so busy. They've got us to the point where we're so busy we don't have time to stop and really look into what's happening. But I tell people to Google FBI raids and read what's going on and pass that information on to others.
The FBI raids included taking electronics, photographs, address books, even personal letters from the protesters' homes. But if all of this was meant to deter other people from protesting, I don't think it's going to work. If you can judge by the people that were standing in front of the FBI's office in Portland, it seems like in Maine anyway, Thomas Jefferson's spirit of resistance is alive and well. This is Jared LeBlanc with Maine Web News. We're back. No sooner had I finished editing this little piece when I came across another little tidbit in the news. In the news today, we find out that the person who fired the first shots at the Kent State massacre that ended up with 4 students dead may have been an FBI agent. It leaves me with a thought. Recently I've run into some anti-war protesters that spoke poorly about the people in the Tea Party protest movement, and I know that there are some members of the Tea Party movement that don't speak very well about the anti-war activists. So here's my thought for today. If you're a political activist in Maine, I think that you better find a way to hang together with the other activists, or you may all find yourselves hanging separately. This is Jared LeBlanc with Maine Web News. Consider making www.mainewebnews.com your homepage. You'll be able to use our Start Page search engine, which does not record your IP address or track your searches like other search engines.